Rhyme definitely seems to have win conditions going into the match.
The other option I could see for Tribe would be a Grace pickup. Just because if you're in the middle of a team fight and Rona's spinning around on everyone, that 30% damage reduction on 2 people could do a lot of work. But instead it's going to be a Lyra, and GankStars, they knew exactly what they wanted, immediately grabbing the Catherine and the Baptiste to round out this composition.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have come into this draft very well prepared. Instantaneously, Lahawk and the Catherine and the Baptiste. I mean, very strong composition. Does very well. A lot of CC, a lot of melee brawling, and with Rona going into the late game, you scale very well as well. The only thing is that with Rhyme, Baptiste can be shut down very heavily in the early game. And T-Tigers versus Xenotech, as players, I would definitely give the matchup over to T-Tigers as of recent performance.
We'll have to see how that jungle matchup is going to go and how aggressive T-Tigers can be in that jungle. Kestrel will be the final pick locked in there for Dienzio. He'll be heading on up to the lane against that Rona. Curious to see how this one's going to pan out. This is such an important game for these teams. This is such an important game, especially for Tribe. But I have to say, the GankStars draft, very convincing.
Yeah, it's definitely a very strong draft that they have for themselves. You have the lockdown combo of the Catherine Baptiste. You have that massive damage that comes out from a Rona. It's just going to be a matter of can they continuously stick to this Kestrel. That's the only real question. And if the answer is yes, then GankStars, could easily end up winning this game.
Yeah, both teams coming in with very strong compositions, in my opinion. But it's going to be about whether Baptiste will be shut down and rolled over in the jungle by the Rhyme, and then later on, like you mentioned, how well will they use their CC? Also, you got the Catherine, Merciless Pursuits, the Silences, and then the Fearsome Shades. If they combine their abilities well and go for wombo combos, as we usually call them, they can definitely pull it through.
Absolutely. This is going to be a huge matter of who can control this game. T-Tigers on the Rhyme. Can he run away with this one? It's time to find out. Hashtag Vainglory 8. Let us know who you are supporting. We've got Tribe against GankStars now. We've got TSM against Tempo Storm after this series as well. Everything is on the line for these two teams, and it's time to pass it over to our casters, Medic and Denominate.
Thank you very much, Munch. I'm glad that you were able to find the microphones after losing them in Las Vegas with your glasses. Glad you've got your glasses back as well, my man. You always look good, look suave and sophisticated with a pair of spectacles upon your fine face. I'm Medic, I'm joined by Denominate, and we are in the second series of the day here for the NA VG8.
Yeah, glad to be here with you, Medic. Mac Daddy starting off with a stun, and despite GankStars being at the bottom of the Vainglory 8 leaderboards right now, this is a team that you do have to take seriously. They have a very high talent pool roster, and they're on some reasonable comfort picks now, too, as well. So we'll have to see if they're able to pull things out. Dienzio, obviously, once known for his Kestrel as well. We'll have to see in this 2.9 patch, where Kestrel is still incredibly strong, if they're able to pull things together and pull out a victory.
Yeah, I think Zio will be very happy that he has got this Kestrel pick. Tigers on the Rhyme as well. We saw Rhyme has a 64% win rate at the moment, so things stacking up in favor of Tribe. But as you say, you can never underestimate the GankStars, especially with Xenotech and Luluzio playing so well. Luluzio on this Rona, definitely one to watch as we get into the meat of this game. Important for everyone watching, just tuning in, Tribe do still have a chance at that second spot for NA4 Worlds. They still have their opportunity, their shot to go to Singapore. They need to win this game, and they need TSM to do pretty badly as well across the course of the week. But they have to win this game to be able to secure that spot, assuming that TSM don't do too well later on as well. So we'll have to see, because they've got part of it in their own hands, but part of it is reliant on TSM losing some games in the future.
And, just to say the same for Rogue, they have lost their matchup against Cloud9. They no longer have control over their destiny for the rest of this season. It's up to what Tribe and Team Solo Mid can do. Obviously, it is Rogue up at the top right now, but with 8 points on the line for this week, that could change very quickly.
It definitely could. We could even get down to win percentage depending on how some of the results go. So there's a lot of complex mathematics being done by people who aren't me, thankfully, And they have worked out exactly how it's going to play out. We saw D'Anzio getting ganked in the lane there, but he's so safe on this Kestrel. Active Camo's out and gets himself to safety with the rest of Tribe coming in to help out. Need to see exactly how Tribe are going to play this early to mid portion of the game, because they've got a few options. You know, they can go a bit aggressive with the Rhyme, so good in those skirmishes. The Lyra is there as well there with the sustain. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're forcing Xenotech back. They steal away a Treant and they get some damage onto Mac Daddy B as well.
Yeah, it's a good start for them. I think I think I'm gonna go with they are the crowd favorite to win. You know, they are, you know, obviously the ones that are fighting for a point here. GankStars are in the challenge battles regardless of what happens. They cannot make it to Worlds, so you know, this is kind of a similar scenario to the last game where we said that Cloud9 was fighting just to be the better team and Rogue was fighting for an actual reason for their chance at Worlds. Now, that's kind of the same situation that Tribe's in.
Stun onto Zero underneath the turret, but I think Tribe, GankStars probably have a little bit more on the line here. I know it sounds odd, but having the momentum going into next week when you're playing in those challenge battles, being able to take down a team like Tribe, which sets you up in really good stead. Whereas Cloud9 have a month before Worlds, you know, this week isn't as impactful in the short term for them. They're just playing much more for the pride of knowing that they can consistently win in NA. Tiger's going to get chased out of the jungle here by Xeno, who secures the Treant for himself. And Tribe are about 1,200 gold ahead at this point. They've been able to CS a little bit better, been able to steal away some of those jungle camps. Look at Tigers, he's basically double the CS of Xenotech at the moment. So that Baptiste is struggling a little bit in the jungle for GankStars.
Yeah, and Tribe doing a great job applying pressure in the lane. Lulu is forced so low that he's going to have to recall Max Green. Can you get the stop? You can't. No Imperial Sigil, so not going to find a kill there. But yeah, Tribe doing a great job at both invading the jungle and pressuring the lane. They might even find this first turret here in a minute.
Yeah, turret even before a kill goes down for the 5-minute mark as well. That's incredibly speedy considering the games we've had already today. And Tribe with Burst Turret continue to solidify more of a gold lead. Zio goes back, gets himself a Sorrow Blade. Tribe are looking in good stead to continue their run for that world spot.
Absolutely. Max Green has gone with the Crucible for the first item, so that is going to give him a little bit more healing on his Imperial Sigils, but not going to have that fountain activatable for quite some time now. So that is something to keep note in these fights. If the Imperial Sigil is down and Tribe don't have any healing for themselves, whereas Mac Daddy B is approaching that fountain. He doesn't have it yet, but he's getting quite close. And that could be a decider in the next fight going forward.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it is, because I think having the Crucible into the Fearsome Shade and the Blast Tremor can do a lot of work as well. So it's really very dependent on how well Max Green plays the next fight and how well Mac Daddy and GankStars are able to react, because they don't have the fountain yet. There's the Bright Bulwark. Tigers gets locked up in the Ordained, but doesn't even need to run out of that to take the stun. Can just continually push down. A lot of poke coming out from Tribe here. They have good damage onto this turret if they can get near with those Glimmers and the Winter Spires, and Lulu Zio not really farmed up enough yet to be able to force this back. Has the Serpent's Mask, but doesn't really have too much more. Once again, the Ordained comes out, and Tribe willing just to take prolonged trades because they have that Imperial Sigil, because they have that bit of extra sustain. GankStars is dearly lacking, and Mac Daddy has to pop the healing flask as Lulu Zio jumps back in, but just waiting for the next wave here for Tribe as they can just force into the turret once again, looking for the Glimmers. They're not quite going to go for the turret. Instead, there comes the block out from the Fearsome Shade. They're looking for the re-engage. The Red Mist comes out. Tribe on the back foot. Xenotech running down towards the bottom side, but already Tribe have got first blood. And now it's Lulu Zio and Xenotech trying to win this fight without their roam. Xenotech will get chased down towards his own sentry. And it looks like Lulu Zio will be able to get away into the jungle of Tribe as well.
Yeah, but that's going to be first blood going over to Tribe. That's going to extend their lead. They already had a little bit, but can Xenotech find Max Green here in the jungle? Max Green even going to steal away that Treant from him, so that's kind of a rough spot for Xeno to be in, as Tribe are looking to keep the aggression up. They have 2 turrets, they have the first blood, but they might be giving up a kill.
Maybe a little bit of an overextension here, but the Imperial Sigil heals up Max Green. He steps back in with the Bright Bulwark. There's the Red Mist as well. Now it's on D'Anzio to try and get the damage down onto Lulu Zio. The fountain completed by Mac Daddy B is popped as well, and GankStars still, even after they go back, even if after they die and you see all of the Tribe members so low, GankStars just cannot take these fights, and Tribe is still willing to step up. The stun is going to land. Max Green gets it out with the Crucible though, and Luluzio with the red mist spinning up. Arcane Passage used. Luluzio will get the first kill. He is going to get chased out by the Rhyme. Tigers will get him with that Winter Spire. Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade, but still Tribe in a dominant position in this game.
Yeah, they definitely are. They are taking a lead, and they are trying their best to just run away with it and make it incredibly difficult for GankStars to have any impact on this game. They have almost a 4,000 gold lead here at 8 minutes, so they're about 500 gold a minute up, and they find another kill there.
That they do, just managing to catch out Xenotech, who is overextended in the jungle of Tribe. He's got a Shatterglass now, but he is lagging behind Tigers. They're going to chase Mac Daddy out, and Tigers gets another kill. 4-1, 4,500 gold lead at the 8-minute mark. This is looking very good for Tribe.
Looking very good for Tribe, and it's looking very grim for GankStars, as they are desperately trying to find anything they can at this point, any edge to actually get through a fight, try to take an advantage of their own, but it looks like Tribe can get a free gold mine here, extend their lead, and they are going to be looking to probably infuse off of this and then try to push in another fight, try to get that choke point turret down as soon as they possibly can.
They're just so far ahead already. You look at it, you've got an even and Dragon's Eye finished on Tigers. Compare that to Xenotech, who only really has the Shatterglass. You've got Fountain and Crucible finished on towards Max Green, whereas Max Daddy's sitting only on the Fountain at the moment. You're almost looking at a full item ahead for all of the guys on the side of Tribe, and it shows why they've been looked at as a challenger for this world spot. You know, TSM were kind of a shoo-in to get it a long time ago, and now Cloud9 came up, got the first world spot, TSM were challenging for the second one, and then Tribe and Rogue really come out of nowhere and say, no, TSM, you haven't secured this for yourself, we can challenge for it, and we will continue to show you why we are forced to be reckoned with in the North American scene.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Tribe came through with a big performance last week, really made a statement, and they will be looking to continue to do so today. Xenotech getting blown up by those glimmer shots.
And that's exactly what you want to do if you're Tribe. You're so far ahead. It's only 10 minutes in the game. You've already taken 2 turrets. Just force fights. Continually force onto GankStars. You've got the healing. Luluzio jumps in, but already he's dead. Blast Hammer is blocked out. Xenotech takes a Valkyrie to the back and tries to run away, but cannot escape the icy doom that is a Winter Spire. And now Tribe are diving into the base of GankStars, looking for the triple, looking for the ace. They get it. It's great play by Tribe. They do exactly what they needed to do. They do exactly what will secure them a space at Worlds in Singapore. They take down the choke point turret and they turn back towards the jungle of GankStars.
Yeah, and while Tribe is looking really good right now, it is important to note that, you know, their journey to Worlds does not end here. They have to keep this performance up all weekend long. They have to win this entire week, as well as have TSM perform hopefully a little bit under what they have been, and that's where Tribe's, you know, really going to be coming through. I'd have to double check the standings. I think Tribe is on the same side of the bracket as TSM. I might be getting it backwards. They might have been on the same side with Rogue, but you know, both of these teams need to have a good performance this week to pass Rogue, who's sitting several points up right now. And, you know, Rogue, you know, they are now out. They can't acquire any more points. So now Tribe coming through, trying to make sure they can get 2 here and then look to get 6 more for the remainder of the weekend. And as Bacon said, they do take the win percentage head-to-head against Rogue if they win the entire weekend.
Yeah, both Tribe and TSM have a better win percentage than Rogue across the course of the split, so they would take it if the scores are even at the end of the week. But I get the sense we're going to have a defined winner by the end of this week. I don't think it's going to come down to win percentage. I think it's going to come down to just pure points as Tribe continue to push into the base of GankStars. Luluzio does have the metal jacket complete alongside a breaking point and a serpent's mask and can look for the engage. There's the Phantom Shade coming out as Tribe are forced back, but the stun lands the root as well onto Luluzio, who pops the red mist and jumps away from the fray with that into the fray. Tribe pushing for the turret now. The glimmer's coming down. Max Green jumps in with the arcane passage. Luluzio uses that as a chance to get onto the back line of Dienzio, but he pops a kiss to the roam and takes down Xenotech. Zio jumps back in with the red mist, but before even the 13-minute mark, Tribe are looking to close this one out. It's only Mac Daddy left alive, and Tribe will be able to take down the crystal turrets and take down the crystal as well. 9 kills to 1, pre-13 minutes. What a performance from Tribe.
Tribe made a crazy statement here. 13 minutes bringing down GankStars, who have kind of looked a little bit on the rise from the beginning of the tournament. And it's not quite enough today, though. It's only a single kill going over to GankStars. Tribe, they kept the lane pressure up at every single turn.